you know, you gotta do what you gotta do for your family. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you the man.
I mean,
you the breadwinner, you the leader. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I gotta pump it up a little bit, gotta be on this. Look,
I think we
I'm gonna have to
need
do
that.
what I gotta do.
I think
You know
we
what
need
I'm saying?
that. So,
Truth is, can't nobody stop us. Truth is, can't nobody stop us.
What's going on, everybody? This is Lee.
and this is Austin Carter.
This is Mentality Podcast.
And today we're going to give you free game, we're going to give you education, and we're going to give you lessons to take you further in life.
And these lessons are gonna take you further in life and help you strengthen your mindset, build a better mindset, and overall have a better lifestyle for yourself.
Right, so I'm going to start it off by telling you a little bit about myself. I am Austin Carter. Some people know me as Mr. Obsessed. I'm passionate about giving anyone and everyone value. I believe in order to get respect, you must earn respect. And I believe that everyone deserves it. But as men, I want to bring you to a platform to where you feel comfortable, safe, and to where you can really, really, really come and get the real game from a man's perspective. And women too.
Absolutely. And this is Lee. You know, my main thing is to help people grow, help people develop, help people build their mindset, and just give overall value and motivate. And motivation leads to inspiration. So, you know, just helping people figure their way through life, and you know, we all do the same for each other.
All right, so I think we should kind of like jump into it. And first off, bro, how you doing?
Man, I feel great, bro. You know, I've been eating good, I've been exercising, you know, just trying to stay consistent. So, just with that being said, man, it just keeps my energy up, keeps my levels right.
Man, bro, that's so dope to hear because I know sometimes as men, we fall off track. And when we fall off track sometimes, bro, it really be because our mental. So I kind of want to start off and talk about the foundation of mindset. Like, in your own words and opinion, bro, what's mindset?
Man, to me, mindset is your perception of how you view things in your life. You know, those obstacles, those situations that you had to maneuver through. Mindset is how you get to the other side of that storm that you're in right now, or you know, any negative situation that you're in. How do you flip that into a positive to bring you positive results? So, to me, that's mindset is how you look at things.
I can feel you on that. You know why? Because
Talk to me.
Through my own journeys of life, I understood in order to get to where you wanted to be, you had to put your mind on it first. You had to really think about it, believe it, dream about it. You had to make this thing something that was a part of your everyday life. So when I think about mindset, I just think about the journey it takes to get there. You know what I mean? So, I mean, for me personally, it's the foundation. You know what I'm saying? It's the starting block. It's the
breadcrumbs.
I'm telling you, bro, it's the number one thing that we as men especially have to really understand first. And then once we understand the mindset, we have to know how to get there. So my next question is, how do you develop a mindset?
You develop a mindset just by living life. You know what I'm saying? Going through experiences. I think from my perspective, you're just going through different experiences and seeing how you navigate through those experiences. You know, did you get a positive outlook on that experience or a negative outlook? And if it was either or, you know, why? You know, I think if we start to ask ourselves those why questions, it'll help us understand ourselves a little more. So,
I like what you just did there. The why. Now, when you think about the why, you think about what's your reason, what's your purpose for doing this, right? So, like, let me kind of expound on that because, like, I think a lot of people that's listening right now, like, y'all really kind of overlook that. When you think about your why, you think about the most important people in your life. You think about your family. You think about your
first ones that come up.
The first ones, like that's the main thing. And what I like to say, sometimes you got to keep the main thing because if your mind focuses on the main thing, you can be able to like push through. I kind of like have it related to like using putting gasoline on a fire. It's your fuel. Your why is your fuel to fuel you, right? So like a lot of times when we talk about that why, it's your purpose. So like a foundation of a mindset, bro, it has to start with the individual.
And I'm gonna say this right here, bro. One of the things that you brought up, bro, and it's so powerful, and I can't just skip over it, is the power of belief. You know what I'm saying? That came out in what you said when it comes to mindset as being the foundation. And once you got that foundation, how do you believe in yourself enough to get that result that you set out to get, right? Because I think, to me, that's self-discipline. You know what I'm saying? If I give myself an objective, what's stopping me from hitting that objective?
And let's talk about that, bro. What is discipline? First of all, before we can go, what is discipline? Because I think a lot of people have a idea about what they think it is, but in all actuality, what is discipline, Lee?
Discipline is self-love. I kind of chime in on Will Smith. He said that discipline is self-love, and self-love is saying, hey, this is what I want to do. Can I do it? If I can't, then why not? You know what I'm saying? And I want to know that why not, because that why not is a barrier for me getting to where I need to go.
That's dope.
And a lot of people stay stuck in that same place because they haven't navigated to that point to say, this is what's really blocking me, and it's really yourself.
Man, bro, when you talk about self-love, I really have to expound on this because I can't remember where I heard this quote from, but one of my favorite quotes, and not really a quote, but like a saying to kind of like help me snap back and focus, because I pride myself on loving myself, but sometimes you forget how to love yourself. Sometimes you forget how much you love yourself. So one thing I always revert back to is that how you feel about yourself is the direct correlation of how you look. Now let's think about that for a second. You said self-love is important for discipline.
Absolutely.
Now, as a man, my goal is to have the best body possible, right?
Right.
But sometimes when I don't have that mindset, I get out of shape. I start getting love handles. I'm talking about like body get blown up like a blowfish.
You kind of lose the reins a little bit.
And the thing with that is that sometimes I don't love myself enough because I look at myself in the mirror and be like, okay, well, I know what I want. I know what I need, but I'm not giving myself that. That's because I'm not loving myself fully. So that's a really great aspect that you kind of just like really touched on, because like self-love is important, bro.
No, self-love is definitely important, and you know, the inside is a reflection of the outside. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you got internally that's going on, it's gonna project on the outside. You know, so I think a lot of times we just gotta kind of disconnect from our worlds. You know, because we live in this social media based world. You know, I know it's a lot of things going on, but sometimes that self-love is just tending to yourself.
Yeah. So
you know?
If whoever listening out there right now, I just want to tell you all that in order to have that mindset to go towards anything you want in life, you must first find what's going to drive you, which is your why. You want to also go into directly finding your discipline, because discipline is not your routine. Discipline is not you waking up every day and doing the same thing over and over.
No.
You know what I mean? Discipline is when you don't want to do it. Discipline is when you tired because you had to stay up all night because you had to finish this project, but you still have to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Absolutely.
Discipline kicks in then when it get hard.
Discipline is when that life throw curveballs at you, and you gotta adjust and pivot. Can you adjust and pivot? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's very important.
Yeah.
You know, because everything is not going to be the same consistency all the time.
Life is not black and white.
It's not black and white.
You know what I mean? And that's really dope that we can kind of like talk about that as men, because I'm going to give you guys, you know what I'm saying, some failures that I had to grow through. Keep in mind, grow through, not go through, grow through, because growth is the most important thing. And things that I deal with sometimes is lack of motivation, because I used to think that motivation is something that, it's always stay there. No. You might not be motivated all the time to do what you got to do, but if you can find your discipline and be consistent and do it when it hurts, do it when you're tired, that's when it really starts to activate. You feel me?
And to me, man, I think motivation is temporary, like you said. I don't think motivation lasts very long. I think you really have to be inspired to do what you have to do to get your results. You know what I'm saying? When you're inspired, that come from the inside. You know what I'm saying? It's a different kind of feeling than somebody's telling me some encouraging words, and I can, you know, how long would that last within me? You know what I'm saying? I want to be inspired within myself to say, like, this is what I can visualize.
Facts.
And I want to shout out to Dame Dash, man. He said something on another podcast. I'm not sure the name, but he said he goes into his future. He visualizes his future and he creates his future. and he sees everything that he needs to do, and he comes back into the present moment.
Facts.
And put the building blocks to get to that point, man. And just that alone is powerful words for your mentality.
So would you kind of like go on a limb and really say that visiting your future is the same thing as what these young kids like to say? Because you know when some of the young kids say you capping because you're not really doing it. Is that cap, or is that like, you know, what really is that? Because I heard a lot of the young kids, they were like, bro, you ain't living like that. That's cap. You ain't no millionaire. That's cap.
Right.
But if I believe that I am, is that cap?
It's really not, because can't nobody live in the reality I live in. You know what I'm saying? Like, this might, and that's how I visualize my future. You know,
Right.
You might be a millionaire in your future. That's if you believe it. You know, so you
Facts.
always got to believe it to achieve. Remember that.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I feel like that you young kids, like, y'all kind of like miss the pinnacle arc of like what's real, because if you can believe it first and you can manifest it into reality, it's not cap. It's not cap. You know what I'm saying?
Don't take it out. Don't take that cap out. You know what I'm saying?
Not cap.
Yeah.
That's you just living in your future. And a lot of times when you live in your future, you just visiting it so you can be able to like achieve it. But at the end of the day, I
All
feel
you gotta
like
do
that,
is catch up on time.
yeah, bro, that's it, bro.
That's
You just
it,
playing
right?
catch up on time.
That's all
bro.
we experience.
So that's the main thing, bro. So
Right.
another thing I really want to touch on, bro. For real, for real.
What you got? What you got?
Can I get real with you?
You real, man? Yeah. What's the show about?
Oh, okay. Just making sure now. Just making sure.
Right? Yeah.
Let's talk about being in a relationship.
Right.
What kind of mindset do you have to have with being in a relationship?
Okay, so mindset in a relationship, I feel that it has to be equal. It has to be balanced between, you know what I'm saying, two people, right? Because you can't just have your own mindset because you got somebody else that you're dealing with, and that's just compromise to me. And I think without compromise, relationships really won't work. So, you know, give a little, take a little. That's how I look at relationships, bro.
That's kind of interesting that you said that. Give a little, take a little in a relationship. When you dealing with a significant other, man, woman, or whatever your preference is, how do you learn how to develop a mindset that is on the same accord? Because we're two individuals.
Right.
You're going in with somebody else that you're getting to know or want to marry or are married, but they might have a different mindset. How do you develop a core mindset that's going to work for the relationship as a whole? Not for two individuals separately, but as a relationship as a whole. How do you do that?
Man, I just think that boils down to communication. You know, the best way is to communicate what you want, and they communicate what they want, and then y'all see collectively if this is something that's gonna work. You know, if it's not gonna work, hey, it's not the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? But you at least try to see, like, okay, well, hey, this is what I envision us being at. You know, how are we gonna get there, and what do you see? You know what I'm saying? So just kind of getting perspectives, and you know, if it aligns, it aligns. But you always got to go what you align with. What's your take on it?
Well, I have the same opinions. I always believe from day one that you have to be on one accord, one mind, one body, one mindset. Because when you think about building a foundation, right? You think about building this brick house. They put concrete in where concrete belongs. They don't add no other stuff. They don't try to put wood. Listen, a foundation is strictly concrete.
Exactly.
Same material,
to keep the house stable.
For sure. So I just always believe that if you go into it with one mindset, one mind, one goal, as far as like the way that the relationship is going to go, I feel like that you can travel that journey better. Because think about it like this right here.
Yeah.
Two people traveling one road, or two people traveling two different ways trying to get to the end, same end goal.
Exactly.
How hard is it for you to be going here, I'm going to be going on this route, and we're going to be trying to meet up the same way?
And it's how efficient is that? You know what
like
I'm saying?
you're going to be fighting wolves and bears by yourself, at the very least. You know, I sit here and be like, no way, babe, I'm going to go take this. I'm going to take the majority of this, and we're going to try to keep on traveling together. Or we're going to fight together on the same path.
That's it.
Versus, okay, you go deal what you got to deal with, I go deal what I got to deal with, and let's try to meet up at the end. Like, it has to be one accord, one mind, one body, one mindset. That's what I believe in, which brings me into, you know what I mean, something I'm very passionate about that's kind of been trending around on social media.
Okay.
With one of my favorite rappers, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Hendrix, Future Hendrix, you know what I'm saying?
Jimmy
Pluto. So there was a post that he posted that came out and it's going viral and saying that he's ready to settle down. Now keep in mind,
Toxic King.
Toxic King. Now that's
Say he ready.
Let's keep this in mind now. You know, this is a person that is have multiple kids with multiple women.
Okay, right.
That is very famously made it known in his songs how he has took other men, women, wives, or whatever have you.
Okay.
So, what is your thoughts on him saying that he's ready to settle down?
You know what? I'm gonna say this. I've been listening to Future for a long time, right? And if you go back to when Future first came out, what was his songs about? You know what I'm saying? Turn on the lights. I'm looking forward to. You know what I'm saying? He was a lover boy, right?
Okay.
So was it always in him, and he just kind of lashed out because he got hurt?
Right.
And now, you know what I'm saying, he's just coming back into fruition, or you know what I'm saying? I just think it always been a part of him to be like that, to be like ready, but just certain circumstances kind of, you know.
So, are you saying that it got to be in you, not on you?
It always gotta be in you, not on you.
You saying it was already in him,
It been in him,
but it wasn't on him.
it wasn't on him. No sir, he might have took that jacket off because
Okay.
it might have looked like it was on him. He took that jacket off, yeah.
So okay. So let me make this point right here, right? So like, for a man of his stature, his talent, I'm pretty sure he's a, you know what I'm saying, good individual as far as like him as the person, but as a woman, in your own opinion, do you think they're going to really take Mr. Hendrix, aka Pluto, aka Fly You to the Moon, Future? Do you think women are going to take him seriously though?
Absolutely, they've been waiting on that opportunity. The opportunity to present itself, and they, you know what I'm saying, they always been waiting for it. You know what I'm saying? Now that he came out and said that he's ready, like I think they've been ready.
I'm gonna be straight up with you. I'm gonna be honest, man. Look, I think the perfect type of woman for Future, based on who he is now and the person that I know, I believe that he needs him a school teacher, a nurse, somebody that's not in the industry.
Not a spotlight.
That has like real core values. Somebody that's real like off the grid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Here's the reason why. Here's my analogy, right?
All right.
He's been with so many women of status. He's been with so many people that have clout, or like the kid like to say, not clout.
Yeah.
I think he needs somebody that's like basic and normal, but that also can keep his attention. You know what I'm saying? To give him what he needs.
But how long you think they'll be able to keep his attention? I don't think they'll be able to keep his attention long. Just from what you used to.
I mean, he got 10 kids. He got like 12 kids.
Yeah,
Maybe he fatigued. Maybe he tired. Maybe he like, man, look, please send me somebody that's wholesome. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know personally, but I'm just kind of just going off the lens.
And I don't know, man. And that's very tough, man. Just seeing with Future, you know, who he's been with and the type of women that he's dealt with in the past. I don't know if a wholesome woman would be able to handle him. You know what I'm saying? Kind of handle that lifestyle. That's a lifestyle that come with that.
That's true. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do right now. Listen, I'm gonna play Future wingman right there. So for all the women that's watching, all the women that's listening right now, I'm gonna give you the reason why you should date and be with my man, Mr. Future Hendrix.
Mr. Future Hendrix.
Can we get a moment of silence before we do this? Thank you. So I believe that Mr. Hendrix is ready for a relationship because he has been through a lot. He don't let his trauma define him because he's still ready for a nice, wholesome, good woman that also can be a great stepmother to all his children. I believe that Future Hendrix will provide a lifestyle to where everyone involved will be able. Am I going in too much?
No.
Okay,
keep going.
Everyone that's involved with the relationship will benefit from, and y'all will live happily in the most beautiful place, happily ever after. How did I do?
That was excellent. That was spot on, bro.
You
should speak at his wedding too.
Hey, Future, if you listen to me right now, bro, holla at your boy. This your boy Austin Carter. I promise you, bro.
Come
I'm
on
the
now.
best wingman that you'll probably ever have. I got you, my guy. I got you. So
Say less.
with that being said, bro, I think that every man has a point in his life. If you live that lifestyle to where
Right.
sometimes you want a little different because fatigue is real. I believe that if you live a certain lifestyle for a certain amount of time, I believe you get tired of it. I think you get tired of like doing those things. And with that being said, I believe that everybody deserves a second chance for sure.
Yeah, no, I think everybody does deserve a second chance, and like you say, mentalities, mindsets change. You know, mindsets
sure.
shift, especially as you grow and especially as you evolve. And the more you're used to something, the more you already got it. So you want something different.
Yeah.
You know, so there's nothing wrong with switching it up. There's nothing wrong with changing, you know, your viewpoints, especially like, you know, you're saying you're ready. So why not?
Yeah, I
Go
believe
after
that
it.
too because a lot of times, like, we men do things out of our own comfort zones to please other people, right?
Right.
And sometimes I believe that it can really be detrimental to the person who you are because I believe that
Right.
if a woman specifically likes a man for who he is, she's able to see all the qualities that make this man great. And I feel
Right.
like that's something that we have to, as men, we have to keep in mind, right? So I believe that the building blocks for a man mental to develop that mentality is to, for one, know your own worth. For two, never stop working on yourself. No matter what, always work on yourself.
Absolutely.
Three, this is probably one of the most important. Don't care what other people outside of yourself think because you can't ever let anyone put their own expectations on you because if you do, then you'll be living by somebody else's standard instead of your own. So I believe with those four things that you can really capitalize and to like develop that mindset. Now to keep it, you got to keep working on it. Like there's no
Yeah,
easy
absolutely.
A do this, B do this, C do this type of steps. What you're gonna have to do,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to go through the trials and tribulations. You have to be consistent.
Yeah, you do. You definitely got to be consistent. I think consistency is the main thing to keeping that mindset that you build. You know what I'm saying? Like what you do over and over becomes a habit.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So habits are what you do without consciously thinking about it. So, you know, how you program yourself. You know, I think Future said something. I was sitting back programming myself. I was in training. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So
Bars.
that's deep to be consistent with yourself and
Bars.
getting the things that you want. Bars for real.
Man, I'm telling you. So I think that's important. I think we got to move into like, bro, the next topic. I've been dying to really
Uh-oh,
talk
what we
about,
got,
bro.
bro?
So, jump line. Yes, sir. All right, so check me out, man.
Yeah.
Bandman Kivo, right?
Uh-oh.
Mr. Slight Scammer,
Yeah.
aka Educator,
Yeah.
by his definition. He just went viral.
He went viral?
Yeah, on DJ Academic's talk show. And he was talking about the reasons why he got his body done, right? So I know online, you know, people been saying that he has a BBL, and I just wanted to like expound on that.
Yeah.
Now, do you know what a BBL is? First of all,
I know what the female version of a BBL is.
and what is that for the people in the back that may not know?
It's a fat transfer from what I thought it. I'm thinking
Right,
it is.
right.
You get the fat transfer from your stomach
Right,
to your
right,
lower body.
right.
Am I right, ladies?
Right.
Okay. So from a man perspective, were you getting it done at?
Right. So, and this is me just kind of like taking context for what I believe because,
Okay.
First of all, as a disclaimer, he did not get a BBL, the traditional BBL, as far as women getting transferred into their buttocks. So I just want to make that clear. Like, I'm not saying he got that,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
am saying that people are starting to adopt this terminology for men now because it's more trendy to say, "Oh, he got surgery done," or "He got a BBL."
Yeah, right.
But it's
right.
not the women BBL butt lift. Okay, got that? We got that? We good? So I believe that he was also talking about how he kept getting cheated on is the
Ooh.
reason why he got this BBL, aka surgery, fat transfer, or not even fat transfer. Let me stop saying that. He got fat removed.
So lipo.
Lipo.
Okay,
Let's say
all right,
lipo.
cool. We're gonna use that now. We're gonna use that.
He got
All right.
lipo
Okay.
on his body
Yeah.
because his girlfriends or ex-girlfriend kept cheating on her, right?
Right.
What's your thoughts on that? And would you ever? hold on, wait.
Okay, go ahead, get it out, get
Would
it out,
you
get it out.
ever get a BBL, aka lipo?
First off, no, I'm not. I won't ever get a BBL or lipo. I think, like I said, hey, we developing a mindset. The mind can do everything, right? So I'm gonna use that as my escape.
Right.
As far as that for me, now, man. But if it works for somebody else,
Right.
and it helps them get what the results they want in their life, hey, man, I'm all for it, you know. But as far as pertaining to Lee, I can't do it.
So I'm gonna kind of go another way with it.
What you got?
I believe that it can be good for a lot of men. Disclaimer: I have never got a BBL or lipo, but I believe that if it's something to make you feel better, to feed that self-esteem, to like help you in any kind of fashion, because like who am I to like judge someone else?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
It's your life. It's what you need.
Who am I to tell you that it's wrong, right? So like where's the contract that says, okay, we live here in this place, and it says that if you are a man and you get a BBL, aka lipo, it is wrong, right? So I believe that men should get it. I believe that men should get it if it makes you happy, or if it's going to make you a better person.
Right.
You know, I think you should get it. You know what I mean?
So do you think it's a stigma between women getting it and men getting it? So will women look at men differently if they were to get it and they knew about it?
Of course. And here's the reason why.
Tell me why. Okay, go ahead.
Here's the reason why. Because like in society, we have been so conditioned to believe that, okay, if a woman enhances her buttocks,
Right.
it's going to make her get more clout. It's going to make her more popular, which
More attractive.
Right. And in a lot of cases, based on society and like the statistics of women getting it now, it's true. You know, I mean,
It is,
a man go see a nice woman with a nice shape, a nice buttocks. You know what I'm saying?
Like a moth to a flame.
Yeah, he's going to be attracted to that. A lot of men are, right?
Right.
So I just believe that now, if a man get it, it's going to be looked at as feminine. It's going to be looked at as fake, and it's going to have more of a negative connotation.
So you saying it's going to demasculinize
It's
the
going to
man?
demasculinize a man if he gets a BBL, aka lipo.
Okay, so it's best if they don't know that you got the BBL. Advice to you getting the BBL looking good
Based on
and you
society.
hiding that truth from every woman that you meet.
Based on society,
Okay.
yes. Based on society. So it
Fair
kind
enough.
of, but you know, is it wrong or is it right to get it if someone's cheating on you? Because he also kind of went into detail saying that most women, when they look at a guy on porn sites, they look at a guy and they're mostly built a certain type of way, which I'm kind of like going on a limb and say they're built the same, probably like muscular or something.
Yeah, right.
They say that's what women. He's saying that that's what women visualize when they're pleasing themselves, right? And he gave the example to men. He was like, well, when a man go look at certain things, he's looking at a certain type of woman and body.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's what the basis of his conversation to academics was standing upon. So now I'm gonna ask you this:
Okay, what you got?
if it were to help him not get cheated on, no, what? Let's use you.
Okay, all right, cool.
If you got cheated on, if you got cheated on, and the main reason was because you didn't have a ideal body, I'm just gonna say that.
Okay, all right.
You didn't have an ideal body, would you then enhance your body, get some muscles, a little 12 pack?
Get the
look-
inflated SpongeBob arms. Okay, all right. Yeah.
Would you get that in order to attract the type of women that you want, or to not get cheated on by somebody you love?
I just think it's the caveat between the two. Either you're gonna attract what you're gonna attract, right? I don't know if you want to like falsely attract something that you can't hold on to. You know what I'm saying? So you might temporarily get all these things that you want. Right? This might be shining in your face like a car. Don't mean you can get the keys and drive it though. You know. So I just think, for me personally, I still couldn't, bro. I don't think it's that crucial. I'd rather attract what's for me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's really, really down for you. And it's women that don't care about that. It's women that really just care about your mindset,
for sure,
mentality, right? Remember that. But it's really women that care about your mindset, and they'll help you build to where you want to go. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's a real woman, and that's the kind of woman you should be going after anyway. Right. So I'm not trying to attract somebody that is not even into me. I gotta do all this extra to appease you. I don't believe in that too much.
So would you say it's harder for most men in America specifically to attract the type of woman that he wants because of what he lacks physically?
Absolutely. I think men in general can do things to better themselves. Like, you don't have to be the most handsome dude. You don't have to have the biggest, nicest body in the world. You don't have to have the most money. You know what I'm saying? But I do think it's things that you can do to better yourself. In return of bettering yourself, you know what I'm saying, you start attracting things at a higher level. You know what I'm saying? So
stop the press. Let's expound on that for a second, right? Because this is mentality where we give all men of all different walks of life the opportunity to come to a platform to feel safe, come to the platform to really like get what they need, come to a platform to where they can feel vulnerable and also know that this is a safe place to do so. So I'm really going to ask this question right here because what do women really want? Because when we say that, right, Bandman Kevo say he's doing this to attract the type of women and to not get cheated on, is that what women really think?
Oh, and that's a good question. Oh, man.
You know what? Hold on, wait, bro. I think we should open up the call line.
We should open the call line
and kind of get people's feedback on what would they get a BBL / lipo?
Yes.
If it stopped them from getting cheated on, and let's add this, to also make more money.
That's different
too. Why or why not? What you think about that?
If it's gonna make you some more money, then you know, you gotta do what you gotta do for your family. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you the man. You the breadwinner, you the leader. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I gotta pump it up a little bit, gotta be on this. Look,
I think
I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do.
I think we need that. So let's open up the calls and let's kind of get the viewers' opinion on everything. What you think?
Yeah, I think we should.
All right, we got a caller on the line. All right, caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Derek, and I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
What's up, Derek?
Derek from Pennsylvania.
Hey, man, so I don't know if you've been hearing the conversation, but here's the thing, right? Would you or would you not get a BBL? Why not?
Yeah, I'll get a BBL. The reason why is because, like, I would want more women to attract me because back in the day, I didn't have nobody attracting me. I mean, I would want that now because I feel like that would be a good fit for me because I want more women and more money invested in me. So I want all the attention I can get. That's how I feel.
I mean, you know, and I respect that. Honestly, like, so tell me this. What body parts would you get enhanced?
I would get my stomach, definitely the six-pack, definitely that because the way it's looking down there, it look like I've been drinking a lot of beer, for real. And I think I would want my chest because, you know, I want to be like The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I want to be just like him. You know, I want to be fucked up.
Okay. Man, I really respect that and I really admire that. At the end of the day, I just feel like that you can have the option to be or choose to do whatever you want. And it's okay at the end of the day. And so with that being said, man, I appreciate you for calling in, man. And, hey, if you ever get a BBL / lipo or enhancements or whatever the case may be, man, call in and like, man, give us the feedback.
Give us the feedback.
And we would love to see your transformation.
I definitely would personally do that.
All right, man. Thank you for tuning in and calling.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, so men, I think they're more acceptable to getting it done than we might think.
I think it's more open now. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of things are more open now, and especially that, you know, and like I said, if it's for you, then go after it. You know what I'm saying? If it's going to enhance your life to the point where it's making you more money, make you more attractive, and leveling you up to that standard, go for it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Go for it, man. Look, you can live and you can do whatever you want in this world we live in. And
Hey, this
at
your
the end of the
world.
day, hey man, live your life.
Yeah.
Who else can we get on here?
Let's see. Let's see if we get some more callers in. Hey, we got a caller on line one. Hey, caller. Can you state your name and state where you from?
Dallas, Texas. My name is DJ.
What's going on,
Like to call
DJ?
me.
What's going on, DJ? So, DJ, we've been discussing some things, and we had a question for you. All right. Would you?
What's the question?
Okay. Would you get a BBL
What?
if? Would you get a BBL or lipo as a man if it were to give you more money, make you more attractive, and get you more women? What's your
No.
take on that?
No.
You said no? You got to
Absolutely.
expound for me. What you
Absolutely
got?
not.
Oh, you ain't
Man,
for it.
personally, all right. First of all, my first observation is that's some big shit. Why would why would that be your first option to get ahead? First of all, taking any kind of easy way out.
Yeah, I can feel you on that. You know, especially taking the easy route.
Like, I don't. That's never that's never the right move, in my opinion. If it's the easy route, it shouldn't have been taken in the first place.
No, and I definitely agree, and I think that's that's important too. You know, it's always two sides to the story, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You know, some people might have been working pretty hard to get some stuff out, they couldn't get it. You know, so hey, I think it's up for grabs at this point. So, but definitely,
Uh, if it's just up for grabs, oh man, see, all right, man, I got tattoos on my body, all right,
yeah,
uh, but even with that, I have guilt with that action. So injecting something in my body in order to get ahead by any means, whether it's
yeah,
financial gain or physical gain, sexual gain, yeah, sexual gain.
all that.
It
All that.
it doesn't seem like something that's going to be good for me mentally in the
Okay,
end
mentally in the end,
because I'm
hey, I
trying to
haven't heard that.
compensate. Because I mean, yeah, that's the main thing you got to take into consideration. Like, what is that going to do to your head when you have expectations for people to see you a certain way and they don't, and then you're going as far as trying
Mm,
to force their opinion
that's a good perspective.
by
That's a real good
injecting
perspective.
something into your body. It seems desperate. That's a very desperate move, and
Got you.
that's got to be the main reason I don't like women with no injections. Like,
Right.
well,
I just think it's
like,
our preference, but yeah, no. Hey, no, that's definitely good insight, man. I appreciate you calling in. You say your name was DJ?
yes, sir. I
Okay,
appreciate you
DJ.
for
So
having me,
if you
man.
do change your mind, get a BBL. Make sure you call into the show. Let us know how it go.
Most definitely appreciate it,
All
bro.
right, appreciate it, DJ. Oh man, so we got a few perspectives on BBLs or liposuction or
Yeah.
any enhancement to your body as a man. Um, like I said, it's up for grabs. So and DJ did have a good point as far as if you do get it and it don't live up to the expectation that you might have had getting it, is it still worth it, or will that mess up your mindset after the fact?
Yeah, like that's very dope that we was able to ask people those questions because
Absolutely.
sometimes we don't realize how acceptable things are. As a man, all our life we've been taught to be a certain way,
One way.
act a certain way, no emotion. So being
Yeah.
able to like hear from people, men specifically, and talk about what they get a BBL, why not, I think that was really like good insight. And I feel like that if
Absolutely.
you listening to this show right now and you are thinking about doing anything to your body, if it's going to help you mentally, physically, emotionally, you should do it. But
Go
also
for
think
it.
about the negatives that also come with it because your health should be always safety first. Your health is important. Also think about if it doesn't live up to your expectation, right? And I also want to tell people out there, don't do anything that you think that other people will like. Do it because this is what you want. I know what Bandman Kevo said, and like, you know what I mean? And I get it, but at the end of the day, do what's going to make you happy first, and don't do it for other people and what they are looking for.
Absolutely. I feel like if you do something, do it, always follow your heart with whatever you do, So if that's in your heart to get anything done or to build yourself in any way, either way you're going to get to the same results as far as what you feel internally that makes you happy. So I always go after that because your happiness, your self-love is all that you really have. So, once you have self-love, you can show that for everybody else. So
Yeah, for
I
sure.
think that's very important.
Yeah, for sure. So, man, look, man, great talking points.
Absolutely.
This is mentality where we give men all the tools that they need to be able to live a positive and healthy life. So, if you like the show, you know what to do. Hit us up. We will be filming every day. Content will be coming out every week. So, hey, man, look, tune in with us on all platforms. Like, share, tell a friend. And don't forget, tell somebody you love them.
Hey, and this mentality, this is Lee.
And this is
Me and Austin Carter, we signing off. And hey, like my favorite quote, let's end with a quote. I like that. Life is 10% of what happens, right? And 90% of how you react to it. That in itself is a mindset. How you react to things, that's what you're in control of. Let life happen.
Right. And also understand that you can be whatever you want to be in life, and you don't have to live up to anyone's expectation but your own. So if you out there right now, live in the future, but work in the present. And we out here.